Devil, and today we're continuing with the EXO compact makeup. So we did Lucky One the last time and now we're continuing with Monster. So as you can see, I didn't really change, I just redid my whole skin foundation routine. In this case, I applied foundation. I didn't apply any concealer actually, but I did do some contouring with a darker color, but not with a highlighter, because this look is actually quite dark and dirty, and honestly, in my opinion, you don't even have to wear foundation for it. So yeah, keep that in mind. So for this look, we're going to again start off with the eyebrows, and in this case we're also going to fill them in, and it's pretty much the same, just pick a color that matches your eyebrows, which for me I will go with this one again from the episode Mud Palette of Patrice, and fill them in. Let's go! I'm usually actually not that much a fan of filling in my eyebrows. Then again, I also already have quite thick eyebrows, but for this look I really do recommend it because it puts more power in your face and gives a really strong look. Alright, so next up is a layer of eyeshadow all around your eyes. Think panda, definitely think panda. We're again going with a brown color, but I will start off with a lighter color and then maybe go to a darker color of brown. Because you don't want to immediately put a dark color on your face and then end up too much panda. So rather just pick a lighter color and then blend in a darker color if necessary. I'm going to do the darker color now and blend it in. Okay, so I actually should have split it up before already, but let me be clear. The Monster MV kind of has two different looks for each member. I'm focusing on Baekhyun, kind of going off of him. Actually, for the second, more sophisticated look, we'll be using blush again around the eyes. I also want to point out that for now, in my whole skin routine, I did use blush, a little bit of this color, and I only used very little of my cheekbones. Really don't accentuate it too much. But yeah, we'll get to the blush back again in a second when I concentrate on the other look. For now we're going with the more monster look rather than the sophisticated monster. Alright, so what's the next step for the monster look? It's eye pencil, black eye pencil. You do a line on the top lid. You can do quite a thick line actually, so don't worry too much about that. Go around both corners, but don't fill it in all the way. Go about halfway. Don't worry about making it too neat or whatever, because it's okay if it's messy. Besides, we're gonna now add in another layer of eyeshadow anyways. Yeah, pick the darker color and just blend it in nicely on the top eyelid. Don't do anything on the bottom, just the top. Alright, so I'll be more clear about what to do for the sophisticated monster look in a second. As for this, the dark monster look, we're gonna add some mascara. Just pick a black mascara, any is fine really. I don't really suggest one that really makes your lashes super long, but it's up to you. Alright, so now we're off to the last part, lipstick. I suggest a bit of a dark reddish color, so something like this. Don't make it too thick or too red, you don't want it to be too much. It has to be slightly natural, somewhat maybe like bloody. Perhaps think of using a lip tint. You can add some or even add just some random streaks to give more of this blood idea. For now we'll just stick with lipstick, so let's go. Make sure to use a colorless chapstick first so it will stick better. Alright, so that's the rocked monster look tutorial already. Of course, let's say you're going to a party, Halloween maybe. You can add like marks of blood or bruises or whatever. You can use blush for this, schmink, face paint. You can even buy like acrylic like gel and blood they use, I believe, to create the wounds. You can also mix some red eyeshadow with water to create these wounds, cuts, bruises, whichever you want. It's the monster look, the rock monster look. So if you want, you can add that. I'll quickly go through with you what to do for the more sophisticated monster look. So you do the foundation, everything pretty much the same. You can add some more highlighter and maybe a little bit less contour, but it's not necessary. Once again, it doesn't have to look perfect. Once again, you fill in your eyebrows, that's the same. But then we come to eyes. You don't do the panda eyes. Don't do it. Simply, when you get to the eyes, pick actually light color brown and just spread it all over your eyelid. Also a little bit under the bottom and especially the inner corner of your eye, but not too much. After the eyeshadow, you're going to continue your eyes in similar style of the panda look, but instead with a blusher. And it gives you like almost like red, teary eyes, and I don't know why, but they do it. Think about this kind of color. You are thinking something actually quite pink. Maybe a little leaning towards a more purple pinkish color, pink reddish color. So actually I'm gonna use this color, which is really rather pink purple than pink orange. So I suggest rather this kind of pink. I'll show you in a minute how to apply it. Okay, so after you have used the blush on your eyes, you're going to use another eye pencil in black. But unlike the rock monster look, you don't want it to be messy. Instead, just going to make a thin line all around your eye. When I say thin, I really mean thin. Like for example, if the rocked eye look on top of this, on top is like this, like that thick, and on the bottom like this and like this. Instead, you want to just go like that. Seriously, a thin line. You can fill it in all the way. I kind of have the idea it is filled in all the way. It kind of makes your eyes seem smaller and really intense. I personally don't always like it, so I personally wouldn't fill it in all the way. But that's up to you. The eyes, you finish them off with, again, a simple mascara. Nothing crazy, I'd say. Black, but not like the extreme tall wimpers. There's also definitely no need for fake lashes in either of these looks. Lips. Honestly, I can't imagine using the same reddish color. However, I personally would rather suggest the same kind of structure of lipstick, so not something that's really color. You kind of want to see your natural color through it, make it look natural, which is also why I actually recommend using a chapstick. I don't recommend it per se for the rock monster look, because for the rock monster look you want to have a more red color. However, for this you might be leaning more towards pink. In this case, I really do say a more pinkish color. Now we have that covered, I'll show you how to use the blush on your eyes. I'm just going to use it actually on the makeup I already have on to give you an idea of how, where and how to use it. So keep in mind that around the eyes it will be a little bit different when you apply it in the other case. As for where to apply the blush, it's really all around your eye, even somewhat to the side. You can also go over the nose. I'm pretty sure they did that in Baekhyuns' case. It's a bit crazy. You might want to figure out for yourself where exactly you want to apply it. If it's just a little bit around the eyes, also a little bit here, or even all the way also across the nose. Alright, so let's go. Alright, Alright, so with this pretty combined master look, I will be saying goodbye to you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope it was useful to you, and go ahead, love EXO, look like them. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye bye.